and lock, like so. Dave here, how are you? Today I'm going to do a little bit of a product review, and it's on this guy right here. Now you may not be able to see it against my shirt, but it is a GRS 16 created by TSO Products. I approached TSO Products, I'd seen these products on the internet, other YouTubers were talking about them, and I thought I'd like to have a go myself. So I got in touch with Eric and I said, Eric, can you flick me one over? And he said, better than that, Dave, I'll send you two. So I'm going to go through the pair of them and I'll show you exactly what I think of them. The GRS 16 has a T-bolt style, like a top hat section that marries into the underside, the slot, the T-slot that's in the bottom of the track on a Festool, Makita or Triton track. So we'll slide that in there first. Slide it on, it sits there, and then to make it nice and dead square, there's a clamp that locks onto the side, and I pull that tight. Now that, my friend, is extremely square. It does not move. It allows me to put onto the side of a sheet, and I'll pop a sheet up here in a minute and cut it. That's why I've got this blue stuff here ready. Who would have thought I'd put blue up there? The reason I started mucking around looking for these things was because I was after a square to get across a 1.2 meter wide sheet. Almost impossible. This gives me that capacity. My track is 1.4 meters long. I need a couple of 100 millimeters for the saw to lock on to the top section of this rail to get its guiding position and for me to push it through. So I will now be able to get a dead square corner. Now a lot of the time I like to use my lever clamp, the Festool lever clamp, with my track. So if I have, I'll spin it around this way, if I already have a lever clamp on there, I can slide this on after it. If I slide that onto there and lock, like so, the lever clamp will not be fouled. It goes back into there. I can bring it down onto the product, pull it up tight, and away I go. And we're going to give it a massive test. A test like no other YouTuber has done. This is my little sheet lifting jig. How cool is that? So good. Gonna cut. There we go. Here's my first cut. Now I did mention that I was going to do something that I haven't seen anyone else do. I'm going to put my 2.7 meter rail on this guy now and see what happens. So I'll take it off there. How easy is that? That's just amazing. Okay, this is the 2.7. Can't even get it all in the camera. And I'm going to work it from here and go that direction. Now this is going to be a massive test for it. Eric's probably panicking at this stage if he's watching this video and going, oh my goodness, Dave, no one's ever done this with it. Let's see what we can do. Here we go. I'll pull the sheet back a little. Slide it up to there. And I'm going to, because it's got the anti-slip on it, I'm going to kick it up a little bit. Like so. So it drops back down neatly. Now, as I say, I haven't done this before. I'm going to give it a shot. And I'm not going to cheat with it, I'll let you know. We'll get started. You ready? I'll stop there. And I'm going to move these up onto the sheet. And keep going. There we go. I've increased the width of the angle the camera is getting me at so you can see me moving around the whole sheet. I haven't moved this off yet. I'm going to pull this back now to about there, and I will have my back to the camera a little bit as I come down the other side. Don't you love this kind of stuff? I have a ball doing this. All right, this end. And just go click, and it's on. Pop him on there. What I've done now is I've popped the helmet on because it's got a little camera up here and you can see exactly as I'm doing the cut. Now I haven't moved anything. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to measure the diagonals. Who would have thought that my tape measure would be green? 2512 millimeters on the knocker, and this one 2512 millimeters on the knocker. This sheet is 2.4 meters, which is 94.5 inches long by 750 millimeters wide, close enough. So that's 29.5 inches wide. I did mention that Eric also sent me this guy. Now, this is their GR. Sorry, I'm so excited, I forgot how to talk. This is their GRS 16 PE. Now this is for putting on either side. You can use it from the front or the back. Now why would I want to run off the back? Say I've got a live edge at the front here, where, for people that don't know, a live edge is an area of the tree, if I've got a slab doing a nice timber feature top, bench top, and it's all around the place because people like to look at that these days. So I can work off the back instead of off the front. Okay, here's some other things, some other good things about it. The GRS 16 will fit straight into my Festool Sustainer beside the track saw. I don't have dog holes in this bench, so to create square, I've always had to use a roofing square off the fence to the track, and it's never been accurate. I've always had to fudge it around a little bit, do some test cuts to get it close, and even then it hasn't been great. I thought to myself, I might give the GRS 16 a little bit of a try, see if it will do it for me. All the way up to the fence, like so. I've got the support for the track down right out of the way. I'm pushing up hard against the fence. I don't have to do anything with this, just make sure that it's, that's hard up against the fence. Lock it. Now, that is 90 degrees. I can now bring, and it has moved, it's moved away from where it was before. So I can now bring this guy up, line it up down here so that the track drops in perfectly, lock it, and now I can bring my stop, which makes sure that I locate perfectly every time, back into position. If this fence at the back here gets bumped for any reason, I can then recalibrate in a couple of seconds using the GRS 16. How nice is that? That's something I hadn't even considered. Thank you again so much to Eric. Send me these out, and there you go. Here's my advice. Get one. These are great. If you're on site, you want one of these things up big time. All right. As I say, don't forget, check the links in the box. Keep on coming back. Give me a thumbs up if you like the channel, and I shall see you next time. Bye. I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed.